Happy Tuesday, and we are going to be looking ahead at Forbidden Door 2023. It is right around the horizon, and as a matter of fact, we're looking at about 12 days away from the big pay-per-view from Toronto, Canada, where once again AEW and New Japan will come together for one big Super Clash mega event. So let's get into the top 10 takes of Forbidden Door. Since there has been only 2 matches announced for this card so far, that's Ospreay and Kenny Omega for the United States Championship in New Japan, and Bryan Danielson and Kazuchika Okada in the perennial main event spot. Which one of those 2 will actually get main event spot? That is up to debate still, but we have a lot more on this card to develop and to figure out. So with this top 10 takes, I'm basically going to put down my predictions for the rest of the card of Forbidden Door 2023. So let's get into it. This is no discernible order of things. This is just randomly the other matches on the card that I would predict for Forbidden Door. I can foresee that this could be a 12-match card when maybe you count in everything. It could be more than that. I could very well see like 2 or 3 other, maybe even 4 matches added to the pre-show. I don't think any of the matches I have on this list are probably going to make the pre-show, but you never know how they're going to lay this show out. But let's get into the top 10 takes. These are the 10 matches I foresee happening at Forbidden Door. All right, let's get into number 10. First couple of these top 10 takes are the ones that seem to be probably 99% set up, as there's been some storyline stuff with this already, in particular the number 10. Zack Sabre Jr. in the Battle of the Television Champions against Samoa Joe, the Ring of Honor Television Champion, against the New Japan Television Champion in an epic clash that seems to be based on Ring of Honor TV in the books. I think this is as good as signed, sealed, and delivered for Forbidden Door. This is going to be a hell of an interesting matchup. Kind of a styles clash here where you have technical wrestling skills with Zack Sabre Jr. and more of a big man brawling aspect with Samoa Joe. So we'll see how this one goes. But I expect this match to happen. Will there be one or the other title on the line? Hard to say. Time will tell. This could just be kind of a bragging rights type of match for the Battle of the Television Champions. On that same note, number 9, I could definitely see the Battle of the Tag Champs from both companies on this show. That is Bishamon, Yoshihashi, and Hiroki Goto against FTR. Once again, I do not particularly foresee that a title will be on the line here, but if there is a chance, I could see possibly the New Japan Strong Tag Championships on the line in this match, because if Bishamon would lose particularly to FTR, there would be kind of a two-folded thing here, where FTR had never won the New Japan Strong Tag Championships. That adds to their collection, and it really ultimately would not affect Bishamon too much, as they would still have the IWGP World Tag Champions under their belt. So we'll see where it goes, but I could definitely see that match happening at Forbidden Door. On that same level, Battle of the World Champions at Forbidden Door. Could this happen? Sanada against MJF. We will see if this happens. There's been no direction or hinting at this at all. If anything, they've been pushing Adam Cole and MJF, which I wouldn't think happens at Forbidden Door. I would think that would happen either all in or all out, or maybe something else in between there. I don't know. But I am going to say Sanada and MJF, Battle World Champions, bragging rights type of match. I don't think there's going to be one or the other titles on the line in this one, but I could definitely see a little bit of stuff with Sonata and MJF on this card. Next, get into number 7. This is a long shot, but I wonder and I hope if perhaps Stardom, New Japan, etc., Bushiroad can get Kairi Sane over to Canada representing Stardom to take on Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship. I would love to see that match at Forbidden Door. Please, 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 let's see it. There's also an completely alternate thing that is a possibility, and I didn't put on the list, but perhaps if they can't get anybody from Stardom or anything like that, maybe they'll put in perhaps Willow Nightingale, the New Japan Strong Champion, in there against Toni Storm, or perhaps Chris Statlander. So, a couple possibilities there for the women, but I'm hoping that we see Kairi Sane in there against Toni Storm. That's my hope. That's my prediction. Number 6. This is a match that also seems to be hinted at strongly, and if this happens, this could be probably one of the best matches of the night or the best match of the night. That is Jon Moxley and Tomohiro Ishii. Man, I hope they do this match. This is, to me, a dream match. I think they worked one match in the G1 tournament, way back, at least 3 or 4 years ago. This was probably before COVID, when Moxley was kind of putting his name out in the New Japan ring as well as AEW. Pretty sure it was 2019 that we saw this match in the G1 Climax tournament, and it was a barn burner, and it would be even more of a one this time around if it was anything like the interactions we saw in that 6-man tag at Dominion. Wow. Tomohiro Ishii, Jon Moxley, please book this on Forbidden Door. Right now we got number 5, 4, and 3. They're all multi-man matches because there's so much talent in both companies that you're going to have to settle for at least 2 or 3 multi-man matches involving most of the factions of each company. So let's get into what I feel are going to be some potential multi-man matches on Forbidden Door. The first one is a 10-man tag with United Empire against the Jericho Appreciation Society. For the United Empire, I would keep Great-O-Khan out of this match just for work rate's sake. And I would put Jeff Cobb, Francisco Akira, TJP, Aaron Henare, and Kyle Fletcher in there on the United Empire side against Jericho Appreciation Society members Jericho, Hager, Garcia, Menard, and Parker. So that's the first multi-man match at number 5. Second multi-man match is yet another 10-man tag. Bullet Club, David Finlay, Clark Connors, Alex Coughlin, as well as Bullet Club Gold members Jay White and Juice Robinson, which would be very interesting to see how they interact with David Finlay. So we have 2 dynamics going there. David Finlay, Juice Robinson, they used to be a tag team. They are technically both in Bullet Club now, but have not interacted at all. And also Jay White's interaction with David Finlay, that could create some interesting dynamic as well. On the other side, with Bullet Club on one end, on the other side, I call them the AEW OGs. This is Darby Allin, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, Sammy Guevara, Ricky Starks, and International Champion Orange Cassidy. Kind of an unorthodox sounding match, but I think this could really click if they do this match in a 10-man tag at Forbidden Door. We'll see where they go with it. Then number 3, I have a 6-man tag of a spectacle of one that could potentially be, again, another really strong match on this card. LIJ, consisting of Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi, and Hiromu Takahashi, in there against the elite of the Young Bucks and Hangman Adam Page, the Hung Bucks, also known as. This would be an awesome six-man tag, no question about it. Hopefully we see this on Forbidden Door as well. Then we get to the bottom two of this list. The first one has been rumored for sure. There seems to be a plan intact perhaps for this to start kicking off the bill for it at Collision in Chicago on Saturday. And that is the battle of the go-to-sleep, Kenta versus CM Punk. A dream match has been in the making for years upon years. Kenta has been dropping all kinds of stuff on social media about it. So we'll see if this happens at Forbidden Door. Then we get to the number one of this list. And if this happens, I will be a happy motherfucking boy. Let me tell ya, this is a dream match that I've been wanting to see for a long time. This may not happen. Chances of this are probably pretty low because we have not seen this guy in many singles matches in AEW. In fact, I don't think we've seen him in a singles match in AEW. But a dream match for sure here. Hiroshi Tanahashi against the one and only Sting. That is my hope for this card. I don't think that this number one match will probably happen, but I put it in there anyway because I just really want to see this match in some capacity. Seeing Tanahashi in there, two legends, Tanahashi and Sting, duking it out. It may not be a pretty match because Tanahashi's all banged up. Sting is up there in age and can only go to a certain degree. But damn, I really want to see this match. So we will see if it happens. That's my number one on the top 10 takes. I guess the match I want to see more than anything, and that is Sting and Hiroshi Tanahashi in a dream match for sure. But looking at this list, if even half of these matches happen, I think Forbidden Door is going to be an awesome pay-per-view coming up here just around the corner, and there's going to be probably a lot of stuff starting to be built tomorrow on Dynamite, as well as Collision on Saturday in Chicago. And don't forget, folks, I will be at Collision, United Center, Chicago, Illinois, Saturday night. All kinds of content is going to be dropped right here on Wrestling Rants. So definitely stay tuned on the weekend as I will be doing my regular rants for the rest of the week. Tomorrow will be the midweek must-see matches, Thursday rants respective. Friday morning, we'll be getting into Versus, Ring of Honor, and against Impact. And then on the weekend, I will be in Chicago. Look for all that content from Collision. And come back on Monday, we'll be doing a mega rant on everything from the Collision tapings in Chicago. All right, come back tomorrow after Dynamite. Midweek must-see matches. We break down the week in wrestling and everything you gotta see in the ring right here at Wrestling Rants.